Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming TVs.
Starting at number 5.
LG C3 OLED. When it comes to OLED TVs, LG has made quite the name for itself over the last several years. This is to the point where companies like Samsung are buying its OLED TV screens directly from LG Display. If we made our own OLEDs, we'd probably do the same. As far as gaming goes, we're more than glad to call the LG C3 one of our go-to models in the upper mid-range category. For a couple of years now, LG has been developing and implementing brighter OLED screens, called Evo panels, on many of its higher-end models, along with a feature called Brightness Booster that adds extra peak and color brightness all around. When you combine this enhanced illumination with the already astonishing color gamut and inky blacks of an LG OLED, you're left with a stunning picture that is perfect for console and PC gaming. With HDMI 2.1 support across all 4 of the C3's inputs, we expect big things when it comes to lag, response time, and overall motion handling. Thankfully, LG more than delivers on all these fronts, and the addition of an automated game mode optimizes the colors and contrast for whatever you're playing even further. Admittedly, your overall HDR brightness takes a bit of a hit when game mode is engaged. But the C3 is also no straggler when it comes to reflection handling, so even if you're dealing with some extra sunlight, the rays shouldn't affect your gameplay experience too drastically.
Coming at number 4.
Sony XRX93L Mini LED. We're suckers for a solid Mini LED TV, so when we were putting this list together, one of the first entries we knew we'd include was the Sony XRX93L. Sold in 65-, 75-, and 85-inch sizes, one of the chief benefits of Mini LED lighting is that these types of TVs typically have more local dimming zones. And because these screens can get exceptionally bright, you want the kind of lightning-fast dimming that can keep up with big blasts of light. Luckily, the X93L is a decorated champ when it comes to Mini LED lighting and local dimming, which also makes it an awesome TV for gaming. Now you'll definitely be able to hook up your Xbox Series X/S or Nintendo Switch to the X93L, and both the picture quality and motion clarity should be extremely good. But because this is a Sony TV, the Sony-produced PlayStation 5 receives some extra gaming perks you won't get on other consoles. One of these features is called Auto HDR Tone Mapping, which optimizes the PS5's HDR capabilities when you're first setting it up with the X93L. Then there's Auto Genre Picture Mode, which automatically changes the picture preset to game mode when you're playing video games, and switches back to the standard setting when you power the console down. The Sony XRX93L is also equipped with HDMI 2.1 ports, supports VRR, and has extremely low input lag and response time during gameplay.
At number 3.
Samsung S95D OLED TV. In our review, we called the 2024 Samsung S95D one hell of a TV, one of the brightest, and definitely one of the best of the year. We also explained the uproar the TV caused when it was revealed at this year's CES, which centered on its anti-glare feature. The technology reduces ambient light reflecting off the screen by spreading it across its surface. This helps create a more comfortable viewing experience, especially in bright rooms where traditional OLEDs often struggle. However, some people prefer a more localized effect, as the dispersion affects the entire screen, unlike on most other TVs. But whether you care about the S95D's anti-glare tech or not, it's included on this list because of its excellent performance in brightly lit rooms, as well as its excellent gaming specs. Gamers will love the S95D's lag-free and smooth gameplay thanks to the QD-OLED's 144Hz refresh rate. It also features AMD's FreeSync Premium Pro and Auto Low Latency (ALLM) gaming mode that automatically switches the TV to this setting when a game console is detected. And if you don't have a console, that's okay, too. Because it's a Samsung, it features Sammy's Gaming Hub that allows you to play a ton of games from Xbox and other online cloud streaming game services. Of course, when you're done laying waste to your enemies, you're also getting one of the best TVs of the year to watch movies and TV shows on. The flagship S95D benefits from Samsung's latest NQ4 AI Gen 2 processor and supports HDR10+, as well as Dolby Atmos sound for immersive audio.
Number 2 of my list.
Hisense U6K Mini LED. The Hisense U6K may not be as colorful or bright as the brand's higher-priced U7K and flagship U8K models, but when it comes to cost-friendly TVs that can deliver a great gaming experience, the Hisense U6K checks all the boxes. But what are the best gaming features of this TV, you may be asking? The biggest wins, at least in our book, are the U6K's fantastic contrast, VRR support, and solid response time. When game mode is enabled, the preset prioritizes motion above all else, delivering a very smooth-looking picture and low input lag. And because the U6K is also good at dealing with bright rooms, you won't have to worry about reflection handling during the sunnier parts of the day. Unfortunately, when you're using game mode, you can't have VRR and local dimming running at the same time. This means you'll have to make a choice between near-instantaneous motion performance or brightness and contrast accuracy. And considering the TV only supports HDMI 2.0 and has some trouble with response time during darker gameplay scenes, this could be a tough call to make. None of the above is enough to disqualify the Hisense U6K though. Available in 55-, 65-, and 75-inch sizes, and with prices starting around $400, this Hisense QLED still punches well above its weight class.
And number 1.
TCL Q6 Series QLED. The TCL Q6 series is the bottom rung on TCL's flagship ladder, with the Q7 and QM8 representing the higher rungs. In terms of HDMI inputs, you'll be working with 3 2.0 ports. All 3 of these inputs also support VRR, but the real win with the Q6 is the set's incredibly low input lag. This is particularly relevant for competitive gamers who can't miss a beat during an online match. The Q6 series also does a great job at handling both HDR and SDR performance. The former delivers gameplay imagery that is nice and vibrant, while the latter amps up the peak brightness even more. If you're going to be doing a majority of your gaming in a well-lit room, it's important that your TV can get bright enough to beat the sunlight and whatever ambient fixtures are contributing luminance. Fortunately, the Q6 also happens to have good reflection handling, so even if the screen is a little on the dark side, you shouldn't see much in the way of glare. One thing that's missing on the Q6 series though is local dimming, and the set's native refresh rate is only 60 Hz. While TCL attempts to counter this with the Game Accelerator 120, picture processing that makes 60 Hz look more like 120 Hz, the TV's overall response time still takes a hit because of this. But if you're looking to save a few bucks on your TV purchase, and want a gaming set that satisfies several must-haves for offline and online gameplay, the TCL Q6 series should definitely be a consideration.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.